Hi there. Your life might look fine on paper. You show up, you provide, you carry responsibilities. But beneath the surface, burnout, anxiety, financial pressure, broken relationships, weak faith. God forbid, you're thinking about unaliving yourself, if you know what I mean. On the outside, you keep it together, but on the inside, you know. This version of me cannot carry the life I'm called to live. If that's you, stay with me. What you need is not another productivity hack or coping mechanism. You need to renew your life. And I'm here to walk you through the 6 stages to a new life, from old self to new you. My name is Christian Sasson. At NewMify.com, I lead a faith-driven movement for people whose lives are breaking. I rebuilt myself many times and turned around depression, addictions, and suicidal collapse. No medication, no therapy loops, but with mission, meaning, and God-given purpose. Out of that, I designed a clear, repeatable roadmap from old self to new you. That roadmap is NewMify. And it moves you through 6 stages, which is the topic of today's video. Let's get into it. Stage 1 to a new life, acknowledge the need for change. Stage 1 is where denial dies. You stop calling it a rough patch and admit, my old self is the ceiling. This is as far as this version of me can go. You recognize patterns that keep you stuck, such as procrastination, self-sabotage, short-term fixes, anxiety, self-doubt. You face your current identity, own your mistakes. You stop blaming everyone else and draw a line in the sand. Enough. It's time to change. That's the first stage. Stage number 2, seek cleansing, renewal, and guidance. Stage 2 is where you stop pretending you're self-sufficient. You recognize your human limitations and reach for higher grounds. You stop asking the universe for help. The universe can't hear you. And you start asking the creator. You begin to understand you're not an accident. You're a creation. And when there is a creation, there is a creator. And when there is a creator, there's purpose and meaning. There is a master plan. Purpose is not something you invent. It's something you discover. You start walking as a disciple, not as the God of your own life. That was stage 2. Stage number 3, out with the old, in with the new. Stage number 3 is identity reconstruction. You uncover, recover, and discover the new you. That's exciting. The version of you that was actually designed to carry your calling from the beginning. You look at your spiritual gifts, your passions, your abilities, your personality, and your experiences, especially the painful ones, because God never wastes any pain. All of that is not random, but carefully crafted. In stage number 3, you allow yourself to dream again. But this time aligned with who God says you are, not with who your fears says you are. You break free once and for all from the LIEdentity MYdentity BS cycle. You stop treating reinvention as an 8-week hack and accept it as a lifelong process. That was stage 3. Stage number 4, love your family, choose your friends. Stage number 4 is environmental surgery. Environment beats will every time, all the time. This stage is hard for so many people. I know, but let me tell you this. Familiarity breeds failure. So in this stage, you honor and love your family, but you stop letting them chain you to the old you who leads you to mediocrity. You choose your friends who are hungry for growth just as you are, who live closer to where you're going than where you've been. You also seek mentors with battle scars who already built what you're trying to build. You stop trying to reinvent yourself while staying in groups that profit from you staying the same. You draw the line. New you, new crew. That was stage 4. Stage 5, the new you, living your mission. Stage 5 is deployment. You start living as the new you, not just talking about it. You have already discovered your purpose. You are developing yourself into the new you. Now deploy everything to serve others. You stop obsessing over what's missing in my life and start asking, what's missing in theirs that I'm called to bring? Here's a warning. Challenges don't disappear here because between dream and delivery, there is a battle for your mind, doubt versus faith. You will go through trials, but you won't be crushed by them. You will be forged by them. You learn to face anxiety, opposition, and setbacks, trials, tribulations, temptations, and traps as a training, not as a proof that you're a failure. On this stage, you learn how to fight and you learn how to win. This is where you stop surviving and start advancing. That was stage number 5. Stage 6, celebrate, reflect, track, decide what's next. Stage 6 is where most people never arrive. They drop out before that. Now it's time to celebrate what God has already done. You reflect on who you are becoming, and where you're being led next. This is where you track your journey. You journal your past and your future. You document battles, breakthroughs, deserts, and harvest seasons. You make growth non-negotiable. You keep walking in freedom and purpose instead of falling back into the old patterns that once defined you. Reinvention stops being an event and becomes your daily way of life. That was the final stage to a new life, stage 6. You are not too old, too broken, or too late for a new life, but you are too old to keep drifting. The 6 stages to a new life are not theory. They are the map I built out of my own wreckage. This is how I turned my life around. If you want to learn this playbook, I put together a free online training at numify.com. Hit the link, enroll for free, map your stage, and start the work of becoming the person you were actually created to be. From old self to new you, numify yourself. Let's move. Subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment with the stage you're in right now, 1 through 6. Keep watching this channel. These teachings will pull you out of the old self into the new you on purpose. Till the next video, signing off.